So welcome guys to yet another video. This is my recap video of the 1st of November till the 5th of November, which is the first week of November. So don't forget to press the subscribe, the like button and the notification button to get more videos like this. So without wasting any further time, let us get into it. So firstly, I would like to say apologies for posting this late. I wasn't initially going to post it, but I told myself, you know what? The YouTube channel was made for me to really see my progress. And through me seeing my progress, the people who are watching are going to really find it very motivational. So for that, I told myself, yes, I'm going to put in this time and do the most with it. So let us start with DXY. From the previous week, what I showed you guys was this double bottom that happened, right? That occurred within the first week, and it was on the Tuesday. Then I missed out on this opportunity, but then based on the channel structure, I'm going to be very quick, guys. I'm going to be very quick as I want to make it short. But then you can go back and really check how I went by and what were my objectives or biases looking at this. So then price skipped, it came here, and this is where I was like, you know what, because it's a double bottom, the neckline is where I'm going to enter, and it will just push me in terms of momentarily. It will just push me and break me in, and it just did that. It broke in and ended up hitting my resistance, which, as you can see, it was respected here and here. So I knew that there was a potential chance that price could turn after touching here if it doesn't break out. And look what it did. It gave us a false breakout. So if you started buying here, you probably were hit by stop loss. So I had two places where I believed the price would come back. It was here. So what I did was I put this rectangle here just to put the area of the fact that this was the resistance, the minor resistance, guys, within the major channel that we are in. Here's the support, here is the resistance. But when we're talking about current market, here is the one that we were looking at, right? Because it made a higher high, then it went down, right? So I was like, okay, if price does hit here and reject here, it could probably come here and turn here instead of completing the whole double bottom formation, which is coming down, hitting the neckline, then proceeding to the upside. And as you can clearly see, it broke this structure here, retested it, and then continued to the downside, and this is a proper double bottom formation, even though it didn't come here perfectly, but we did expect for it to come back and proceed to the upside, and that is what it's doing in the current week, as you can see. But based on this, I was selling all the EURUSD, GBPUSD, and Gold USD. So now let's go to EURUSD. When we get to EURUSD, you guys know what I was looking at, right? It was a big double top formation on a higher time frame. And then we also saw this hugest candlestick on the higher time frame that I said it will need to be filled a bit before continuing to the downside. And I only got the confidence that, you know what, I'll just wait for it to fill it in. I even used the Fibonacci levels. As you can see, I put it there and I put it below there. And it went into the golden space. And as you can see now, it's in the golden area. And every level here, every level of this Fibonacci levels, it's a reaction of the market. So now as you can see, the levels here were touched, here as well, which it's very great, guys. And what I love about this structure, as you become very familiar with how the market goes, is that it came down and went back up, creating a double top. And after creating the double top, it shot down, and I was like, you know what, I'm only going to be confident here, which I know it's by the neckline. I know that price will trigger me in. And unfortunately, I didn't take this trade. Unfortunately, I didn't. I think if I did take it, it probably hit my stop loss. As you can see, yes, I think it did hit my stop loss. As you can see, it triggered me in, then went back up. And after it hit me here, yes, it actually did hit me, and it went out. It continued to go to the downside, which I was very disappointed about. And I wanted to enter again because it hit me out, but then I could have put my sell stop here for it to trigger me inside. But you know what, I was very disciplined. I was like, I'm only gonna take 10 trades, and that is it, you know. And I'm just glad that it was able to go my way. And now in the future, this is my data, so I know the next time I see similar pattern structures here, I know that, you know, price will go up, fill up this, especially this ones, guys. I love them so much because I know they always have to fill up, because price can't just drop like this ridiculously. It needs to come back and just be normal, move normally. And what I've always seen now is that price will go up, break out, go back and retest, and that will be a double top and continue to the downside. So this was a wonderful trade overall, even though it didn't even touch our preferred take profit, but it was a beautiful one. So now let's go to gold. And as we get into gold, I was looking for a sell, honestly. I saw structure being in this falling wedge, right? I thought, okay, this correction, I'm gonna take it to the downside, right? And also it was just a guideline as well when it gets here price, because I saw a double top and another rejection on resistance level, and I was like, wow, okay, double top formation, I like it. And seeing how it has broken out, it has rejected here and here, I didn't think price would want to go back up there as it reacted multiple times. But one thing I wasn't observing, honestly, because I was looking at this support and resistance, was this channel here, the channel that was happening here. You know, I wasn't observant of this at all. Like, I wasn't looking at it at all. Then when I noticed it, that's when I realized, okay, I'm wrong. Because as you can see, price did reject and trigger me in, but then it turned around here. And I could have taken my profits, honestly speaking. I could have been like, you know what, I am happy, but then, hey, things do happen, you know. And I think I also took it around here. Yes, I think I took it around here. Then it went down until here. Then that's when, you know, I could have stopped out here. I could have put in my stop loss here, but I didn't, and price ended up going up, and it came back here, and I tried selling again, and price just said, no, I'm not going down there. So this trades went AWOL. I lost gold terribly, but I did see profits here going down. I did see profits, and you guys can go check out my previous video in terms of my analysis of how I came about wanting to take this, and you will see how I should have just put my stop loss here, and it was going to trigger me out. It was going to be better. And also when it came here and I just put in my positions, you know, this was okay, because what I would have earned here, this wouldn't have been able to replace, but I was going to lessen what we call maybe if I made like $50 here, probably this was going to minus maybe $10 to $15, you understand? But I will still be in an overall what do you call this, winning streak. And as you can see, guys, I was selling based off the what, DXY. Now let's go to GBPUSD. And apologies if I'm going real fast, guys. This is the one that I hate the most. Because everything was right. Look, went up. And luckily, you know, they were going up the same way as the EURUSD, but this one didn't take me out. It didn't. It failed to take me out, which by a few pips. And look what happened. It went up, going down, and hitting my TP, which it did. This one I was able to hold it until TP. Great trade, right? So I'm not really touched about this, because this will probably represent my second entry that I wanted to put in, which was a bit lower. You know, if I wasn't comfortable with here, I knew that, okay, if I put it here, price will the momentum will just break through. And y'all can see like the long-term direction I was looking at, which I went that I went deeply in, you understand? Yeah, extensively. Yep, that's the word I was looking for. But yeah, man, this was a good trade. This I think was my third trade. Yes, my third trade. Because I did take multiple trades with gold, right? Which were like 3 at the same time, but I take them as like one setup. So if I don't count them, this was gonna be my third trade. But if I did, it was probably gonna be my 5th or 6th trade. You understand? Then we went to Euro GBP, which Euro hit me out when I put my stop loss. I put my stop loss like around here, so it hit me out this week. But I took this trade here. This one was from the previous week, just showing me that your bias is still correct for it going to the upside. And as you can see with Euro GBP, price was beautiful, and it ended up where I thought it would end up at, you know, because when it did create this, right, I just put this level here. This actually, no, I put this level here as a 3 for my risk to reward ratio. So obviously I always risk 3 is to 1, and as you can see, I put it there based on that, and afterwards it hit it, but then I didn't put my TP here. My TP is here. So I was like, you know what? Okay, it hit here. Let me just look at what price is going to do. And then I just put my stop loss here and took risk out of my trade, right? So with this trade, I'm very happy about it. I can't complain. Maybe I could have, you know, put my stop loss like directly on this wicks here. Directly here, because it was going to miss me. But at the same time, you know, I was able to hold it. It only got triggered the second week of November. It only got triggered. So I'm not so much complaining about it. But, you know, I could have milked the market still. Been milking it a bit. And I hope that, you know, it continues to the upside. But either way, I'm very grateful, man. Because, like, it took me in. Then it went back. Went a bit up. Went down again. Then it just shot up. It shot up, and I'm using 35 pips, which is like my favorite, like maximum stop loss that I will use at most. You understand? Then it went our way, man. And shout out to Dave Financial, guys. Check Dave Financials, because he's the one that made me see this pair, right? And this pair was trading the way I would take any trade, you know. And that's why they say, guys, have friends in the forex community in your journey, because you'll obviously be focused on your specific pairs, but then there are other pairs that have your setups that you would take, like this one, and it really did go my way, which is great. So now I'm gonna go to indices, right? I took NASDAQ as well. I took NASDAQ, which I was happy about. I was really happy about, but I sold it too early. I was selling it around maybe this levels here. Then it kept on going up and up and up. Then it just, you know, hit me out, you know, because this is what I was actually waiting for, you know, for price to come to this level for a third touch and then continue to the downside. But I will explain it further on this week's analysis. But then so far, so good, man. You know, so far it's a beautiful setup, but unfortunately, in terms of me taking it, I took it in no man's land. And you know what happens when you take things in no man's land? You will get hurt. And it continued going up, and yeah, that's when I just stopped. It stopped me out, and I was, you know, I was happy. I was okay, you know. As you can see here, it is. It stopped me out. It stopped me out. I just readjusted everything, but it ended up stopping me out. But then my entry was perfect either way. It was perfect, because you can see here, this is what I was looking at. I was looking at this. And you know, I love me some, you know, rising wedges, because I know it's gonna fall down. But unfortunately it didn't, which sucks, but it is what it is. And for those who saw the German 30 trade that I did, I hope you guys took it, because it ended up hitting our TP. And like I said, it was way easier trading this one than the other ones. I didn't even trade US30. I only tried NASDAQ, but as you saw, yeah, it did things to me. So German 30 was wonderful because what I said was there are resistant levels, not like US 30 and 100 where it's just going into new highs. Like, you can't have a target here. You can't say, okay, I'm hoping price will come here. How do you know price will come here? How do you know? So with this resistance that was here, this higher high, I knew that, okay, price will just need to go up. And if it's a good uptrend, it's going to correct. And when it does correct on this line, it will trigger me in. And it beautifully did that. And what's even way more beautiful is gave me a beautiful hammer, which is a reversal candlestick in terms of direction, showing continuation on the support level, right? So this is a beautiful trade, guys, and I hope you guys were able to take it. I wasn't able to take it because of my account size at the time, transparency. But I'm happy with how last week's trading week was, because I was able to be disciplined. Honestly, guys, I was disciplined. I did most of the things I said I would do, which I hardly do, and I was able to see the results of it. And the best thing is, guys, if you have your stop loss, which is very perfect, your setup is a good setup, you are most likely going to be able to have a nice nap or a rest at night when you're sleeping. You won't always want to look at your phone. And that's the best thing that happened to me last week. And that's a feeling that I would love to have, because we're getting into Forex as much as, it's for side money, and it's just money. It's to also just give you the freedom of doing whatever you like while your money is making money for you, which is the greatest hack of this, capitalist world, So I'm so grateful for it. And if I was going too fast, guys, just comment down below, man. I will truly just explain everything. I will explain everything to you. If you want to know and ask me, how did you do this? You can go on my Telegram group, and we can start speaking about me doing like live analysis or recaps with the people who are very interested in how I saw these things and why I take them, guys. You understand? So if you really enjoyed this recap video, please press the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, just to be updated, man, with the stuff that I'm dropping, because I'm just inspiring people and showing you all that I come from nothing, but I have a dream, and that dream is gonna come true, because I know I'm gonna be consistent, and I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to follow the education until once you do good things, guys, no matter what you're doing, as long as it's good, money is going to follow you, whether you like it or not. Even if you don't like the money, you say money is not everything, you will end up even making more money, funny enough. So from the CEO himself, EURUSD, signing out.